I did this. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this. Oh, my husband would be so furious.
Well, okay, I mean, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, right?
Oh my gosh, this would kill him. This is so fun! I am a horrible wife. That's it. I'm taking it all back.
I am never going back!
I am a despicable human being.
Best day ever!
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to what is now the 7th episode? Is it 7 episodes now of Bounding on a Budget? I am so happy to be doing this again, guys. I have been trying to get this out for you for such a long time, and because of COVID, it has just been a real challenge, but we are here, we are doing it. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I do lots and lots of Disney content, especially Disney fashion and Disney bounding, and a little bit of everything else, so definitely consider joining the Sassy family, hitting that subscribe button, and turning those notification bells on. So if you're brand new to Disney Bounding on a Budget, this is a project I launched back in, I think, August, maybe even before that a little bit. And the concept of this is that I have you guys, the subscribers, vote on what Disney characters you want to see me create bounds for $50 or less at only one store. So it is kind of a challenge, and it is a challenge that you guys are directly involved with. So I did have so many votes on my Instagram stories, and go ahead and leave down below, leave me 3 characters you would like to see in the next Bounding on a Budget episode so that I can be looking at those. And there will also be a poll later on Instagram, which is right here, so go follow me on Instagram as well. And I'm super excited. So today we are going to be at Plato's Closet. I actually came here and sold a few things earlier and actually talked to them, and they were so nice about letting me film here. So I'm really excited, and one great thing about Plato's Closet is that they color coordinate a lot of their clothing. So if you have specific characters in mind, any place that does that is super helpful because you can kind of cut your time down a little bit. So I am really excited. Let's get shopping and bounding. Okay guys, so I am inside Plato's. I've got my mask on. We're gonna do some shopping here. I hope you can hear me okay in this mask. I think I'm gonna start with Kronk, which was actually a recommendation from Miss Cherry, Jessie at Miss Cherry's channel, who I'll leave her link down below. And also Becky on Instagram told me to also do Kronk. And Jessie, as you can see at one point, just said Men of Disney. Men of Disney. So hopefully that is part of Men of Disney. So we're gonna start looking for Kronk here. And I did pull up a picture. So he's got lots of different colors going on, which is what I thought would be really fun about him. So let's start looking. Okay, so Kronk has this very like sort of periwinkle colored top. So this one here is kind of the right color. It is $8. I'm gonna grab that. And then I also kind of like this top here. The color on it is really nice. It's got that sort of smoky tone to it. And this is $10. So I'm gonna grab both of these, and I might grab this too, because doesn't this look like Elsa? Kind of looks like snowflakes and that whole pattern. I might just grab this for me and try this on too. Okay guys, so I have pulled some accessories for Kronk. You can see here I have this necklace that kind of reminds me of that sort of Aztec-y vibe. I love this on a personal level. Like, I might get this for myself. I think this is gonna work better for the overall aesthetic of the Kronk look. This kind of mimics his gold, you know, cuffing around his wrists, or that yellow cuffing. This is a little more literal, whereas these tones to me are a little more fashionable. So I think I'm gonna use this just to pull in sort of that literal yellow tone, and then use these on the other sections and see if they will complement each other well enough to work. So I'm just gonna grab a whole bunch of this jewelry here and try different things. I also found this shirt at the last minute, and it's like $4, so major budget score. Okay, so we're running into our first snag, which is that I can't find a really true purple skirt in my size. So we've got some things that are purple. They're just not gonna be quite the same shade of purple. I'm gonna look in a larger size too and see if that might work, but I'll show you a couple of options. So we have this kind of wine color purple. And we also have this like hello leather purple. This is probably the closest to a true purple. I don't know how I feel about it with the style top. I think I'd probably like this style better with it, but I don't think it's gonna work. So I'm just gonna grab this one and then flip around the corner and see what I see. Maybe we could do pants instead? I'm not sure. We're gonna grab this and keep going. And this skirt is $16. Okay, so Kronk has a very simple shoe on, and this kind of reminds me of that. So I might grab these to try on. And these are $10. Something else you could grab is a really just sort of slouchy brown bag to emulate the sack that he's carrying. A lot of you probably even already have that in your closet at home, but I took a quick spin through here. Okay, so our next found is going to be Flynn Rider, my girl over at Banger, who I'm gonna leave linked down below because she has a great Disney YouTube channel as well. Recommended this, and I think I'm gonna do my own little spin on this and make it a little more feminine, so let me show you what I'm thinking. So I was loving the idea of sort of a jumper style dress. This had a kind of corduroy texture, and I just love the color, and I also love how it has the silver detail, kind of like he has the hooks along his vest. This was only $14 too, which is excellent. I really did like this next dress too, but I ultimately preferred the color on the first to the other two. It was only $12, and then this lighter shade dress was also only $12, but I stuck with the first, and I'm glad that I did. Then I also found these leggings, which were absolutely perfect. They kind of had a suede texture. They really were a great color to match his pant. They were $8, which is a steal. They were super, super comfortable. And then look at the detailing down along the ankle with that kind of zipper effect. Absolutely love that. The next thing I grabbed was an oversized belt that I could kind of loop around more than once. I loved the detailing on this for the Tangled film. Having that sort of effect reminds me of some of the paintings and things. And I like having the antique gold accents on the belt itself. I think that very much suits him. And it was $12, so we grabbed that too, although a lot of you probably have belts in your closet already. Hey guys, it's me from the future because I got a little distracted between the masks and the shopping and the fun. And the next bound was requested by my friend Cassidy over at Magical Martini, who also has a wonderful channel here in the Disney YouTube community. I'm gonna leave her linked down below for you guys. And she requested Scrump. So this one definitely was a challenge, but I think it turned out pretty cute, all things considered. So I'm gonna kind of show you what I pulled. I sort of skipped over the shopping part and I pulled some pieces. So the first thing I grabbed was this red necklace. Scrump has red around his neck, and it was the only red necklace. This dress I just thought was adorable, and it had this great texture and felt like a teddy bear. It was only $10. I ended up taking this home later, guys, because I love the dress that much. The necklace was only $6, which is excellent. I would definitely go with more of a choker if I had the option. For this belt, I just wanted to pull in the yellow from Scrump's little tuft of hair. A fringe bag in yellow would be ideal, but this belt was $10 and I could pull the color in. These earrings were kind of optional, but they were a great teal shade, and they were only $5. Now, the pink purse here is just to pick up the pink from the bow. I would really put a bow in my hair, honestly, but this shade of pink was absolutely perfect, and it was a $12 bag, so excellent. Now, I absolutely love these shoes for Scrump. I think Scrump would be very casual, and they were only $18. Time to try on. All right, so here is the finished Scrump look. I was able to take my mask off because they gave me kind of a private fitting room that was very spacious. So the necklace here you can see was the $6 necklace, and I love the shade of red on it. I would, again, prefer a choker if I had my choice. And like I said, I just think Scrump would be a casual character, so I just thought that this style of shoe would be perfect. Now, something I would probably do is put a bow in my hair, a pink bow, absolutely. And I would probably on the actual straps of the dress sew on some funky buttons, because that would be a really cheap and easy thing to do to get that, because that's the one element that I felt was kind of missing from this look, is having some button options. So here are the earrings, of course, which are an optional add-on, because I already did bust my budget a little on this look. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think the total came to grand total $56, but most of that was spent on the shoes, which you could definitely kind of rearrange some things. And like I said, I think a yellow fringe bag, your hair kind of pulled up a little bit with that pink bow too, because of Scrump's hair being a little wild, would be really cute. And all in all, I'm still pretty happy with how this look came out. So next up is Kronk. I absolutely loved this necklace here for $8. It just really kind of fits that aesthetic. They had a lot of gold in the film as well, and I thought it really kind of mimicked to the top of his shirt. So this is sort of taking the place of that. This top too, I just loved the shade of it. It was very comfortable. You can tuck it in, and that top was a $10 top. The belt, while not perfect, worked out. I would have preferred kind of a long scarf to hang and tie. The belt was $10. I found myself busting my budget again. The skirt was $16 and these shoes were also $10. The grand total for this look, if you wore the earrings, the necklace, the bracelet, the belt, the shoes, the whole thing would come to $64. Now the good thing is you have the option to accessorize as much as you want. Here's another optional earring. And the thing is the shoes are a very basic black sandal, which again, a lot of people probably already have. And a lot of people probably have kind of a funky gold necklace too. So these are just suggestions and ways that you can interpret it, because you're gonna have some things in your closet at home already, which is going to already sort of expedite this process. As I mentioned earlier, you could always get a big slouchy brown bag to kind of mimic the sack that he carries around in that portion of the film. But since I already had a brown purse with me, I just grabbed it to sort of complete the look. And given some of the obstacles, I'm pretty happy with how this came out, and I kept those shoes because they were so comfy. So this is probably my favorite look of the episode, which is a feminine take on Flynn Rider. I knew I didn't want to do the literal vest, so I went for this sort of jumper dress like I mentioned earlier, and I love it. And I picked out this white shirt with this really exaggerated sleeve that I thought just kind of took it to a fashion-y place. The belt was not small enough for my waist, so I pulled it through as much as I could, but having it a little more cinched would have helped. So having a belt that has lots of the slots would be helpful. Please ignore my bright teal socks. I didn't want to wear the shoes by themselves. Now I've got that sort of suede legging on. I've got the bootie, which again, a tall boot would be excellent, but they were not in season. They did not have those, but a brown tall boot would even be better. So I love how this came together. I almost bought this entire look, but I realized I wouldn't wear most of these pieces individually most of the time. So I ended up leaving everything, which is kind of sad because as a bound, I was totally loving this look. Now I think it'd be really cool to get some accessory that had a horse on it to just kind of nod to Maximus as well, maybe in an earring or something like that, maybe even a necklace, a bracelet, any accessory really. I love how this came together. Let's see here. This is the budget busting episode because I've gone over on everything, guys, but there are so many pieces that you would already have at home, like boots, like belts, things like that. I love the detail on here, again, picking up the detail on his vest. So if I'm sitting down looking at the grand total, the belt was $12, shoes $16, the dress was $14, top was $7, leggings were $8 for a grand total of $57. $57 total, and check it out. Here's the final look. Okay, so that was very successful. I am very happy with how today went. Of course, there are always little things I would change because again, you're limited to that one store, so it's never gonna be exact, but I'm pretty darn happy with how today turned out, and you guys really threw some serious challenges at me on this episode too, so don't forget to leave 3 more down below, 3 more characters, Disney characters or themes you would like to see. Some of you left me suggestions on the last round on Instagram, and sometimes if I don't do them, I've either done them before or I have them in mind for something already down the road. So don't think that I don't notice or that I don't want to do them, okay? Now I do want to say too, the people who were working at Play-Doh's today were freaking awesome. They were so accommodating, so nice. I very nicely asked earlier today if I could shoot here, and they were just bending over backwards to help me. They let me sort of work in a bigger fitting room so that I could social distance and film for you guys, and just awesome, awesome experience. Thumbs up. They were great. So yes, definitely a supporter of Play-Doh's for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did, because this is one of my favorite series to do, and there is a ton of bounding content coming over the next few weeks because quite frankly, I have just had a lot of things in the works with bounding for a while, and it's just sort of all piled up to right now. So we're just gonna have a Disney bounding extravaganza here on this channel, and I will see you for more Disney bounding next week. Have a good rest of the weekend, guys. Bye.